Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we are going to be starting on some MegaMek, MekHQ I should say. We are in fact starting on 50.11 as promised last week. I do apologize for the AC. It is going to be running for a few more minutes because I didn't let it run all day, and that was a mistake in the timing on my part. I should have turned it on earlier, but I didn't, and now it's going to be running for the first few minutes of the stream. So, my bad. We're going to be loading a campaign. You can tell that I have advanced a few days as the learning ropes. I made a few save files as the learning ropes. I have not gotten to the point of salvage yet, so I don't know how that's going to go. I understand it is going to be a little bit different. I did import the Challenger Deep already, and I made a save file after just looking at things for like 20-30 minutes. But we're going to be loading up the save file from after the import. And we're going to be starting basically from scratch. Hello, Virank. How is it going? Glad you could make it. You didn't miss much. Just a quick shot of my file structure. I haven't advanced any days since moving to 50.11, but I did have to advance a day to go from 50.606 to 50.11. And I have noticed that every one of our vehicle gunners and vehicle drivers that did not already have the other skill got a notification like this, and there were quite a few of them. Oh, you were watching on the TV? Okay, well, you're here now. Sorry, yeah. The airport seems to be a little busy still at the moment. But yeah, all of our vehicle drivers and vehicle gunners that were not also vehicle gunners and vehicle drivers were given the skill that they were lacking for free, equivalent to the skill that they had, which means that if we had a vehicle gunner who had one rank of vehicle driver, he is now far inferior to a vehicle gunner who didn't have any ranks of vehicle driver, because he now has points of vehicle driver equal to his gunnery skill. And this is true for, like I said, many people. Near as I can tell, those are the only notifications that we've gotten so far for the day. We haven't done anything other than ending the contract since we last left off. I do have a to-do list of things to do, including spending XP, but we'll get to that. Can we not? Can we not? Is that? Oh. Is that now as far as over as we can move that? I did make a couple of tweaks to the... Hold on, let me minimize this and maximize it again, just so it doesn't have that white bar at the top. I did make a couple of tweaks to the client settings. I changed the size of the user interface. The GUI scale, I bumped that up 2 clicks. Just to make things a little more legible. I did change the fonts of the veteran, regular, and green tech skills just to make them a little bit more sensical. So it kind of goes from like a green to pink scale now, instead of whatever it had before. But other than that, I really haven't messed with anything. I would like, what is IN? What is IN? Oh, injuries. Okay. Injuries, we don't have any. Okay, can we... Okay, we want XP to be nice and big. We don't need injuries to be nice and big. Deployed force unit assignment doesn't need to be that big. We need profession to be a little bigger. Okay, I think that works. I wish it would let me scooch this over to the right some, but it won't. I guess that is what it is. So yeah, the first thing on my list of notes is to go into the options menu. We're going into campaign options because there have been some changes. We are sticking with the Challenger Deep. We are still a Merc unit. We are still using the same unit insignia and unit camouflage. We are going to be going through tab by tab, so this is going to take a while. So just buckle your seatbelts and get ready for this. Under the General tab, we are using a Commander's Initiative bonus, not individual initiative bonus. We are not using Toughness. Everyone gets the same consciousness checks. We are using Artillery skill. We are using SPAs. For vehicles and infantry, we are using the rounded sum, the average of the vehicle crew and infantry units. We are not using just the commander of the vehicle crew and infantry unit. Same thing with battle armor. We are using edge, where our support personnel are using edge. We do have implants enabled, and we do have the higher precision skill averaging enabled as well. We are not enabling personnel cleanup. We are exempting dead personnel and retirees from the personnel cleanup. At some point, our administrators have negotiation skill got checked, and that has caused quite an upset. And negotiation factored into experience level. Okay, let's just really quickly look at our administrators, the ones that have XP at any rate. We'll start with Aaron McKimmey has administration 4, negotiation 5. Can we do anything with that? We can do negotiation at 40 XP, we're not there yet. Regular admin command, can we get a point of negotiation on that? We can for 20 XP. Everyone else looks to be... Can we get a point of negotiation at 14 XP, I wonder? Nope, we need 20. Okay, well that is about it for the administrators. Oh, Araxi, how's it going? Glad you could make it. Just a heads up, this is going to be a slow episode. We are going through tab by tab. We just finished looking at our administrators. We're going into our awards. Awards are going to give bonuses to XP and Edge. We are enabling auto awards and posthumous awards and best awards only. We are not ignoring the standard set, although include the name of any award sets you don't want managed by auto awards. We're gonna have to come back to this. Just spent 4 hours this morning doing XP and promotions for your vehicle crews. Wow, okay, 4 hours is extensive. Yeah, slow is good. Slow is good, yeah. I think it's the Combat Award is what it's called, but it does specify spelling and capitalization must be exact. Spaces can appear in the award set name. The comma shouldn't be followed by a space. I'm not sure what that means, but I think Combat Award is the name of the award that I would like to filter out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. On the medical tab, we're going to have 25 beds per doctor. Doctors do not need administration. We're not doing permanent medics. We're not using MASH theaters. MASH theater capacity is irrelevant. We are doing healing checks every day, natural healing every 15 days. Vehicle crew hits will be randomized with a minimum of 1. We are using advanced medical, but not tougher healing. And we're not using alternative mode or easy alternative mode or random diseases. We are tracking time in service. We are tracking it by months and years. Also time in rank by months and years. We're tracking total C-bill earnings and total XP earnings. We're tracking our origin faction. We are saving space in the personnel log by logging a reassignment instead of removal and assignment. We are not using extended TO&E names in the log. We are logging skill and SPA and edge gains. We are not expanding any of our logs by default, which means that if we want to expand any of those, we will have to click on them. Prisoners and civilians, we are capturing by MekHQ style. We are not enabling prison escapes. We are not resetting our prisoner capacity reductions. So if something had happened in the past which would have reduced our prisoner capacity, we are sticking with that. Although I don't think there have been any, so it's kind of moot either way. We are sticking with random addition and removal of civilians. Our dependent profession chance is a 1 in 4, and our civilian profession chance is 1 in 2. Moving into the biography tab of human resources. In our general section, we are going 50-50 male and female. We are not using non-binary personnel. We are doing a family display of as high as it'll go. So if we do end up having aunts, uncles, and cousins in our unit, those will also be displayed. We are displaying personnel giving birth and coming of age and annual celebrations. We are announcing birthdays, not just officers, but everyone, and recruitment anniversaries. It does take up a little bit of space in the daily log, but it's nice to just keep track of who's getting how old and how long they've been with the unit. We are not awarding veterancy awards, which is an SPA or flaw upon reaching veteran in their primary profession. Actually, should we be turning that on? It's a 1 in 40 chance of getting a flaw instead of an SPA, which could be career ending. I think I would rather handle that manually. Also, the SPA or flaw given may or may not be relevant to the character's profession. We are awarding coming of age SPAs when they turn 16. And we are, you know what? We'll turn on the coming of age role-playing skills as well. Secondary skills, it says. Okay, we're not randomizing the origin. People are coming from where they come from. Give everyone 2 XP on their birthday. I give everyone 2 XP. Wait, I'm getting them confused between the Challenger Deep and the Learning Ropes. One of them, I think, gets 1 XP every month on a 10 plus. The other one gets 2 XP every 2 months on a 10 plus. They're both 10 plus. I have a chart that takes into account all the new SPAs. I mean, if you want a link to that in the Discord, I'd be definitely willing to check that out. I can't make any promises because SPAs. SPAs, I have some enabled, but not others. Like I don't have combat sense enabled, but I do have, you know, it's kind of unique to that unit. So, I mean, yeah, I would definitely be willing to check out that chart if you would like to link that or post a copy of it. But I can't make any promises that I'll use everything on it. Civilian origins are going to be randomized around the specific planet that we're on. Limit system options. That was my phone, I'm pretty sure. We're leaving that off. We are from Outreach. It will be there to use, modify, or ignore as you like. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and link that, and we'll check that out. Was that the notification I just got on my phone? Was you putting that on Discord? Because I silenced my current phone, but I just updated my phone, so my old phone might still be getting the updates out loud. We're not allowing clan origins, except, you know, for like captives that we capture from the clans. Extra random origins we're not doing. Assign random personalities we are doing. Personality influences reputation, yes. Talent influences XP costs, yes. And simulate background relationships, yes. Under death, we are not enabling suicidal death. We are turning our random death multiplier down to 0. Under education, we do have the education module enabled. Our base XP rate is 3. Our maximum jump radius is 3. Enabling faction changes. Sure, why not? Override requirements? No. Ineligible academies? No. Entrance exam target number 14. This value minus faculty skill opposed by 2d6 plus talent times divided by 4, or just 2d6 if personalities are disabled. Sure. Local academies, prestigious academies, and unit education will all be enabled. Graduation bonus times 1. Adult dropout chance 1 in 1,000. Child dropout chance 1 in 10,000. Weekly accidents and events. Military accidents chance in 1 in 10,000. So not a lot of accidents. We are not reassigning the portrait on the roll change. We are allowing duplicate portraits. We are not allowing portraits to ignore the rolls. We are enabling all of them except civilians, medics, Aztecs, and if I've got dependents, I want to disable that as well. Okay, rank system, we're not changing that. We are sticking with the 2nd Star League Defense Force rank system because that's most similar to what I know. We are enabling manual divorce in the clans and the prisoners. We are disabling random divorce. We are disabling random divorce entirely. For marriage, we are enabling manual marriages. We're enabling prisoner marriages. We're not turning on clan marriages just because we are logging the name changes. Random marriage method is going to be dice roll between prisoners. Age band is 10. Marriage chance is 1 in 5,000. Intra-unit marriage chance is 1 in 20. Procreation is going to be toned down, I think. Manual procreation is enabled. Clan procreation is not. Prisoner procreation is turned on. Multiple pregnancy chance 1 in 50. The baby's surname will be the mother's. We are going to enable automatic maternity leave, and we're going to log the procreation. Random relationship procreation will be 1 in 2,000. Procreation chance will be 1 in 500 per week, I believe. Weekly, yes. No interest in relationships will be 1 in 10. Same sex will be 1 was disabled. Prefers both sexes will be 1 in 33. Turnover and retention, we have in fatigue disabled. Now, fatigue whenever they're deployed to a scenario or entering an unexplored StratCon hex. I haven't been using fatigue up to this point. I don't think I have any intentions of enabling fatigue. If there's plenty of demand for it, I will consider it, but for now I am leaving that off. Injuries are not going to increase fatigue, and we are going to ignore non-combatants. Under turnover, we're going to have that turned down as much as possible. Fine with no fatigue. Okay, good deal. Random turnover is also going to be never. Modifiers, custom is turned on, so we can adjust that as needed. Yeah, because we don't want any unnecessary turnover. Salaries, I don't see any reason to change any of the salary rates. So that looks like it for... Looks like it for the Human Resources tab. Moving on to the Advancement tab. We've got Awards and Randomization. I did bump up the vehicle trueborn percentage to 5 to account for the 95% mech warrior percentage. So my line of thinking is that 5% of the mech warriors wash out and become vehicle drivers, so that means that 5% of vehicle drivers are going to be trueborns. Default was at 0, and I'm like, well, you know, why not? What value would you have put that to? I'm thinking 5 to match the washout rate of mech warriors works for me. All elementals will be trueborn. 95% of aerospace pilots will be trueborn. 95% of proto-mech pilots will be trueborn. Random SPA chances. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to mess with that. Command skills, we're going to go with -10 to -1. Utility skills, we're going -12 to -7, and secondary skills, okay. Experience awards, we are advancing 1 XP per 25 successful tasks. We're advancing 1 XP per successful 12 and 1 XP for unsuccessful 2. We're doing 1 XP per scenario and 1 per kill, and 1 vocational XP per 2 months on a 10+. Okay. So 1 per 2 months. That's actually less than I had been thinking it was. But that's okay. It seems to be working for us so far. Administrators, 1 XP per 4 weeks and 2 XP per the negotiator. We'll turn that down to 1, just because it does say that it's recommended to keep that disabled, so we'll go ahead and turn it down, just to keep our administrators in check a little bit. Recruitment modifiers. When a character is generated, a 2d6 is rolled to determine their experience level. These options allow you to apply a modifier to those rolls specific to each profession. Okay, so yeah, 2d6 works for me for all of those and for all the support roles as well. Moving on to skills. I think all the skills that we have are good. All of our piloting skills, support skills, base target numbers, advanced options, I think. Yeah, the skills I think we're gonna stick with. Abilities. Combat sense, XP cost 400, wow. Rolls 3 dice per initiative check and keeps the top 2 rolls. Oh. Yeah, 400 XP. Bloodstalker we're leaving off, Blind Fighter we're leaving on, Cluster Hitter we're leaving on, Cluster Master we're leaving on, Environmental Specialist. Yes, we're turning that on. And an XP cost of 100. Let's make that 60, just because we don't have any skills or abilities that are costing 100, and that seems unreasonable. Foot Cavalry is 20, Forward Observer is 60. Golden Goose is 40, Human TRO is 20, Multitasker is 40, Oblique Attacker is 60. Range Master is 40, Sandblaster is 40, Sniper is 60, Some Like It Hot is 40, Gunnery Specialization is 40, Weapon Specialist is 40, Weathered is 60. Maneuvering abilities. We've got All Weather is 60, we've got Animal Mimicry is 40, Cross Country is 100, that one's turned off. Dodge is 20, Hopping Jack is 20, Hot Dog is 40, Maneuvering Ace is 40, Melee Master 20, Melee Specialist is 20. Pain Resistance is 20, Sensor Geek is 20, Shaky Stick is 20. Terrain Master Forest Ranger is 60, Terrain Master Frogman is 40, Terrain Master Mountaineer is 40. Nightwalker, is 200, but is not enabled. Ignores darkness move penalties when using walking or cruising movement. That seems pretty OP. Terrain Master Swamp Beast at 20, Zweihander at 20. Utility abilities, we've got Coordinator is turned off, Interstellar Negotiator is turned off, Logistician is turned off, Mediator Network, Scrounge is turned off, Ambidextrous is turned off, Alternate Identity, Tetris Master. Tetris Master has the subtle art of stacking cargo boxes. Interesting. Animal Empathy, Fast Learner, Fit, Good Vision, Good Hearing, G Tolerance, Gregarious, Patient. Patient seems pretty OP, and it's only 100 XP, so I'm gonna leave that one turned off. Increases or decreases the target number of any complex skill by 1, including Cryptography, Demolitions, Escape Artist. Includes tactics any, tech any, training, strategy, negotiation, mechanics. That's definitely worth more than 100 XP. Poison resistance, Sixth Sense, tech empathy, toughness. Eagle's Eyes is turned on. Acts as an active probe or extends the range of an existing active probe. Makes avoiding minefields easier. Applies a +1 modifier to the scouting check. Okay, so that is worth 20 XP, I think. We haven't gotten to the scouting checks yet. Exceptional attribute, body, charisma, dexterity, edge, intelligence, reflexes, strength, willpower. Those are all turned off. Gunnery, ballistic, energy, and missile are all turned on. Those should have prerequisites. Should be gunnery. Not abilities. Prerequisite skills. Gunnery ballistic, so that's gonna be pretty much any kind of gunnery at, I'm gonna say, regular level. Okay, so that's gunnery ballistic. We're gonna customize gunnery energy the same way. And that's also all gonna be regular. And finally, gunnery missile is gonna get the same treatment. Skill prerequisites. All the gunnery skills at regular. Oh, not veteran, regular. Okay, so that is our gunnery, energy, ballistic, and missile and official skills enabled with the proper prerequisites. We've got Iron Man enabled, we've got Jumping Jack enabled, Oblique Artilleryman for a cost of 20, Tech Specialist, Armor, Engineer, Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It, Tech Specialist Internal, Maintainer, Tech Specialist Weapon, Biological Machinist. Decreases the target number of all prosthetic surgeries by 2. We're gonna leave that off. Counterfeiter we're gonna leave turned off. Ghost we're gonna leave turned off. Houdini, Master Impersonator, Natural Thespian, Pickpocket, and Ranger are all gonna be turned off. Urban Guerrilla gives infantry a better chance of survival in urban survival and suburban environments. +1 to be hit. Keeps them from taking double damage in the open when on pavement or road terrain types. Okay, yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind for our infantrymen. Alright, flaws. Why are natural aptitude, gunnery, and piloting listed as flaws? Is it because they cost negative points? Because you can only get them on character creation? Combat paralysis we're gonna leave turned off. Narcotic addiction, drug reliance, hates bionics. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave pretty much all of these turned off, except for the ones that are not actually flaws. The natural aptitudes. All the rest of these, and there are a lot too. Glassjaw, animal antipathy, gremlins, impatient, infraline. And this must have been pulled straight out of the MechWarrior rulebook. There are so many character flaws that you can take. Vaccine dodger, minor psychosis, clinical paranoia, confusion, flashbacks, split personality, disfigurement. Okay, yeah. Tactical genius, yeah, we're gonna leave that one turned on because that's not actually a flaw. Okay, and origins. I think we're gonna leave pretty much all of those off, except for clan honor. which gives a -1 to melee attack rolls. Other than that, I think we can disable all. We'll turn that one back on. Okay, going into logistics. Logistics, we're going to use administration as our acquisition skill. We're not using appraisal. Only support personnel can use acquisitions. We're not using a penalty for clan equipment because clan equipment is not available. I was doing some research. Excuse me. I was doing some research on Sarna.net, and it looks like clan equipment doesn't become readily available until like 3057 or so. So it's going to be a little while before we can start obtaining clan equipment through means other than salvage. So in the meantime, salvage is pretty much all we're going to have. We are checking for acquisitions every day. We're rolling 2 rolls per acquisition specialist. We're delivering by days, not weeks. Our restock percentage is, we're going to stick between 50 and 100% for pretty much everything. Planetary acquisitions, we're going to use them. We are not going to enable verbose reporting because that gets out of hand quick. Maximum jump distance is 2. We are faction supply. We are limited to our faction supply, neutral or allied factions. No one that we are at war with. We have disallowed intersphere clan supply sharing, and we have disallowed clan parts from non-clan factions. All these modifiers look fine to me. And the tech limits, we are limited to experimental tech. We are limiting our tech purchases to game year. We are not allowing the purchase of clan tech. Canon tech purchases only. Varying introduction date by tech level, which is based on the individual tech. We're not disallowing the purchasing of extinct tech, so we can still buy old parts. And we are not limiting ourselves to canon refits only. We are doing non-canon refits at will. And we do have ammo cross-weapon compatibility turned on, so LRM-5 can feed an LRM-20 ammo. That said, there is some confusion as to whether, like, Clan Streak SRM-2 missiles will work in an Inner Sphere Streak SRM-2 launcher, or Clan LRMs will work in an Inner Sphere LRM launcher. We'll just have to play that by ear. Maintenance and repairs. Our maintenance cycle is 30 days, and our maintenance modifier is -1, so maintenance is a little easier than a standard repair, and it will be happening once a month. Default maintenance time is ×4, and we are logging the results. We're using the quality modifiers for our maintenance checks, and we are reversing the quality names, so A is good and F is bad. We are using random new unit quality, which I didn't realize. Okay, so that's interesting. Planetary modifiers will impact maintenance checks based on the repair location. And we are only damaging worst rated equipment, so something has to be in pretty rough shape before we can actually destroy it by a bad maintenance roll. For repairs, instead of trying to fix it with a green and then a regular and then a veteran and then an elite tech, we are just rolling by margin of failure. If you roll more than 3 lower than what you need to fix it, then it's broken. Techs are not using administration to advance their skill. We're not using permanent as techs. We are using era mods for the repair rolls, and we are using quirks. Arrow system parts by hits taken, sure, and damage parts by margin of failure, we already covered that. Our operations under finances, we do have peacetime operating costs enabled. We do have a breakdown of the operating costs. Simulate Gray Monday is turned on. Enable taxes is turned off. We are not playing with shares or rented facilities. We are paying for parts and salaries and transport. We are paying for repairs and overhead and recruitment. We're paying for units and maintenance. We are not paying for food or housing. We do have the sale of units and parts enabled, but only at fairly low multipliers. Even if it's in A quality, we're only getting 0.9% or 0.9 of its value, 90% of its value. Even if it's at D rating, which is C according to how we have things set up, which is pretty good. We're still only getting half value for it for selling it. Damaged parts we're getting 33% value for. Irreparable parts we're getting 10% value for. In the markets tab, we are doing against the bot monthly with a search radius of 150. We are not using cam off salvage. We're not using risky salvage. We are not using the dynamically adjusted contract difficulty. We are not bolstering the contract skill, which okay, yeah, that is just going to make things more difficult for us, so we're going to leave that turned off. Our TO&E value based on the sale value influences our pay, which is not normalized, which less financial emphasis on expensive custom units. Yeah, we can normalize our contract pay. It can be seen as your employer not having encyclopedic knowledge of your TO&E and instead making payments based on your command's estimated value, which works for me. Okay. Under personnel, market style, MekHQ markets. Each month personnel will apply to join your campaign. Okay, I don't know why personnel markets were disabled. They shouldn't have been. It should have been on MekHQ version. Market method against the bot. Common unit type weight is at 0.3. Hiring halls and capitals only. No, we will be able to hire people outside of hiring halls, just not as well. Unit market, we're gonna update that monthly. And that is gonna be varied by faction weight. Artillery vehicle chance 1 in 30. Calculated for each vehicle added to the market. Okay, so that does mean that we're gonna get some artillery vehicles, which is good. We should probably pick up some of those. Rarity modifier is 0. Instant deliveries is turned off. We're going to deliver units not mothballed. They're going to be combat ready. And we are going to post a report on the daily log when that unit market refreshes. We do have randomized traits only. Or we do have randomized traits on. Soldiers use small arms only is turned off. All these other options are turned off. What about allowing purchase of clan tech after Tukied? Like I said, I was looking at Sarna earlier, and it looks like it's not until about 3057 or so that things start becoming available for purchase. Before that, things are still pretty much salvage only. So we're gonna stick with that for a while. I might turn it off around like 3055 or 3056, but that's still a ways off. Chemoff's force reputation, we do have a manual modifier of -60. We are not clamping our reputation pay multiplier. We are not reducing our mission performance score. We are ignoring old missions, which is not relevant yet, because we don't have any missions that are a decade old yet. So, we are using StratCon. We advanced scouting. If enabled, when scouting the area of operations, characters will use the highest scouting skill to reveal hexes, primarily used by combat teams assigned to the patrol role. See the Advanced Scouting Glossary entry for information. I don't know if I want to turn that on just yet. I want to see how it works without it first. StratCon will generate scenarios with a BV budget equal to the average battle value of your frontline maneuver, cadre, and patrol combat teams. If disabled, a single random force will be selected, as per the old version. Has no effect when using StratCon's single drop. Difficulty is on regular. Scenario map size is normal. Force generation 3 is turned on. Verbose clan bidding is also turned on. We're not using our dropships. We are using the faction influences mech weights option. We are using the attached units use campaign camouflage option. Player does not control the attached units. Op4 equips special munitions is turned on. Auto-generated Op4 call signs, veteran or higher. Parts availability, missions influence availability is turned on. So, for example, when we're on an objective raid, we'll have less parts availability than if we're on a garrison mission. Weather conditions and light conditions are turned on. I've been debating about the planetary conditions. That's going to be gravity mainly. Gravity could be a real pain in the butt depending on the scenario. High gravity makes everyone move slower and makes it more difficult to jump and things. Lower gravity means you can move faster, but you can also damage your mech by going too fast. Light gravity worlds are fun, he says. I don't know if I want to turn that on or if I want to stick with just regular old, 1G rules. I do want tornadoes turned off because tornadoes are no fun for anyone. And I want to turn the user-made map chance up to about 50. I want to use more of those user-made maps, and less of the randomly generated maps. Decisive victory modifier is going to be 1. Defeat modifier is -2. Decisive defeat is going to be also at -2. So those are going to be per the book. Auto-resolve method, we're not going to be really messing with that. And if we do, we're going to use Princess. And it will display our chances of victory beforehand. That is operations, digital DMs, that is all of our options. Normalized contract pay. You have just enabled normalized contract pay in a campaign that previously had it disabled. This option was introduced as a method to make things easier for new campaigns with poor equipment. It was implemented to reduce the issue of growth spirals in late game campaigns. This option significantly changes how contract base pay is calculated. It places the emphasis on the types of units in your TO&E rather than each unit's value. If you're familiar with generic battle value, normalized contract pay works through a similar manner. As you are enabling this option in an ongoing campaign, you must be prepared for potentially massive reduction in contract pay. We are going to, I think... Yeah, we're gonna turn that off, since there was a warning for it. Yeah, let's scroll to the bottom of the daily log and see what... yeah, there have been a ton of options, and we're working our way through them. We are between contracts. Oh, there are no hiring halls anywhere near where we are. We might have to go to Crimond. 1, 2, 3, or Ballinger. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, the TO&E hasn't changed since the last time we looked at it, other than we've got less space to see things. The briefing room doesn't have anything new in it. A of O. Personnel. We do have a lot of people with a lot more XP than we had last time we looked at them. We've got Ruby in the Cronus with 49 XP. She's a 2-3 pilot with strategy and tactics of 8+. She's in Aleutian Lands, and actually... Oh. Didn't mean to click both buttons. She is in fact the commander of Aleutian Lands, which means, if I'm not mistaken, she needs to start investing in, like, sensor usage. Leadership, strategy, tactics. Administration, communications. Those are RP only. Appraisal, disguise. Oh, there's sensor operations. Is it really 20 points? Oh man, if it's 20 points to invest in sensor operations, that might be something that we hold off on for a little bit until we know for sure that we need it. Same thing with Frederick French. He's also an elite pilot. He's in Galatea Lands. Wait. Where is our TONE? Why did the TONE go way over there? Ryukyu Lands. Lysag also wants to be, or do we want Zero Chew? Do we want Zero Chew in charge of this lance? He's got strategy 9+ and tactics 9+. Lysag has leadership, strategy 8+ and tactics 9+. So yeah, Lysag is definitely going to be our unit commander. Under Mech Warriors. Lysag. Where is Lysag Canfield? There he is. He's got 15 XP. We could give him... that's not enough for a point of sensor usage. Might be enough for a point of tactics. It is enough for a point of tactics. It is... not enough for communications, not enough for sensor operations. Tactics or sensors, but sensors with advanced... oh, okay. So advanced scouting is kind of the prerequisite for having all of these skills. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just... excuse me, we'll just stick with the patrol role for those units. And in that case, we can invest in a point of tactics. Yeah, we're definitely trying to invest in tactics. That's good for XP or for initiative. What other mech warriors do we have with lots of XP? We've got Ruby. Can invest in strategy or tactics. What tactics? Fred French, who's an elite pilot. We've got him. He's in Galatea Lance. Galatea Lance he's actually the commander of Galatea Lance. So yeah, we'll go ahead and give him a point of tactics as well. And we'll save up for maybe another point of tactics. Yeah, he only needs 4 more XP for that. Adangato, who's in Tonga Lands. Tonga Lands, headed up by Hoser. Hoser, who has +2 initiative already. Okay, well. Okay. So that was the options that we went through. We don't need to worry about spending XP on advanced scouting skills because we're not using those rules. I do want to start getting these archers equipped with 350 XL engines. That's gonna be both of them. Yeah, we're gonna customize in the mech lab. We're gonna do the Wyvern Mark 3. We're going with a walking MP of 5 and engine type XL. We're going to assign crits. We've got 1, 2, and 3. We got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Looks like a build to me. It's going to take us 20,000 minutes or thereabouts. We'll have Fox get started on that. He'll need... okay, then the Wyvern Mark 4 is going to be what we're going to call that. Okay, we've already got a Wyvern Mark 4. How about we make Wyvern Mark 5? Wyvern Mark 6. Is that what we're going to call it? There's already a unit in the database with that name. Okay, well. We'll go Wyvern Mark 7 then. We're gonna call it the Wyvern are the Archer-2 SRM is what we're going to call it, because I can't find another name that hasn't been taken already. Let's see. Also in the Archer, we've got Ash's Archer. We're going to go ahead and activate that. That'll take us, we'll have Kazuko activate that. No, not Kazuko. Kazuko's doing maintenance. Septi is not doing maintenance on anything. And then we will customize that in the Mech Lab as well. Okay, guys, give me just 1 second here to... Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so the Ash, we are going with an XL engine. We're going 584. We save half a ton to go 585. I would very much like to go 585 in this mech. We'll sacrifice 3 points of armor on each leg and 1 on each arm. That'll save us a ton. No, we need to save a whole ton. 24 and 20? Um, 24 and 20 and minus 1 point of armor on the head. That'll get us another jump jet. So 585. I'll move one of these medium lasers to the head, put the jump jet in the center torso. And that'll take 16,000 minutes. So we'll have, oh, underweight, not, oh. Oh, no, in that case. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll sacrifice half a ton of armor to give it a 5th jump jet to go 585. And that'll take us 16,000 minutes. We'll have Tamalika Diesel, who is a engineer, get started on that. There's already a database mech called the Mark II. We'll go with Mark III if we can. No? Okay, so we've got both of our archers outfitting with bigger engines. I also wanted to outfit the Phoenix Hawks with Clan Tech ER large lasers. Yeah, we're going to remove that. We're going to go tech level advanced, tech level mixed inner sphere. ER large laser with 10 damage is the one we're adding in. And we might as well add maybe another couple small lasers. Yeah, it'll run a little bit hotter, but I think it's worth it. We can still jump and fire the 2 mediums and the 4 smalls. That's 2 mediums and 4 smalls is 10. We can jump. It's not exactly balanced. That would still drop us down by 4 heat. We'll have B get started on that. DHS SLERLL, yeah, will that be that? That refit. And then we'll get the other one started on the same. Let's see which one has the best battle value. Enrique, no. The SL Mark 1.6, no. The SL Mark 2. Mark 1.5. There's the Enrique again. There's the special. There's the DHS SLERLL. Yeah, that's the one we're going to go with. We're going to acquire and use the refit kit. We'll have Guillaume get started on that. Okay, so we've got Archer ready in 40 days, Archer ready in 33 days, Phoenix Hawk ready in 7 days, Phoenix Hawk ready in 3 days. Couple more small lasers, Charger. It's a Phoenix Hawk. What? 2 more small lasers is not a bad idea for a Phoenix Hawk. Just a little more damage output for a little more heat. And yeah, I don't have anything against the Charger. It's horribly optimized for long-range combat, but for up-close combat, it's pretty well set. Okay, so that was the Phoenix Hawks, that was the Archers. The Cestus is next on the list. And the Cestus, we would like to give that... Oh. That gives it the Gauss rifle with another medium laser. And 2 more heat sinks. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll have Denise maybe get started on that. Where's Denise? Oh, Denise is working on the Grizzly. Denise can hand that off to Anacito. Assigned to unit, none. Assigned to unit, Grizzly. Okay, so Denise is now working on that on her full time. And that'll take her... Oh, do we not have... I thought we had a Gauss rifle with that mech's name on it. Oh, do we not? I thought we had a clan Gauss rifle. Did we use that on something else? Well, let's see if we can get a hold of that. We might see that in a couple days. We might not. Other than XP and tandem charge ammo, which I wanted to try to get a hold of. Yeah, I wanted to try to buy plenty of that. Like maybe about 10 tons worth of that. And then the Cestus Pilot Edge triggers I wanted to look at. Who's piloting the Cestus? Oh, Vernita is piloting the Cestus. She has 5 edge. Can we... There's not an option for explosive component crit. We will turn on her through armor crit. That way, maybe if she does suffer a through armor crit on the Cestus, she can spend 1 edge to re-roll that crit roll instead of rolling 5 edge points to try to re-roll the location into something besides the Gauss rifle, like happened last week. In the meantime, she does have 5 edge. 5 edge is not an insignificant amount. Let's see, Adangato, who's a 2-3 pilot in Tonga lands. Tonga lands, he is second in command, so he does not need to worry about, like, tactics or strategy or anything like that. 46 XP I don't think is enough for anything really good. We'd like to save up for maybe, like, we've got Jumping Jack and Some Like It Hot and Multitasker. Maybe we save up for ability. Frogman, maybe. Oh. We'll have to figure out what to spend his XP on. In the meantime, I think that's all I've got notes for. So I think we've got no contracts available. So let's go ahead and head out to Crimond. We should get there. Calculate jump path. Total time 33 days. So we're not going to get there by March 1st. How about Balinier? Balinier, we might be able to get there 34 days, including 12 days. How about Pandora? Interesting. 97 days. Wow. 68 days from final jump point to the planet. Okay, well. I think 33 days is the best we're gonna get. So we might as well work on that. If you select confirm, the funds for the entire journey will be deducted from your account. So that is 22.5 million C-bills. Jeez. Whatever contract we find on Crimond better be worth it for 22 million C-bills. No, we don't want to mothball all of our equipment before the journey. 3 jumps remaining for a cost of 22.5 million C-bills. Okay, well that's... number of wounded personnel who have not been formally assigned to medical teams. Yeah, I better have a look at that. Let's go to the infirmary. Delphine will be assigned Corporal Bradley, who lost his leg. Luke, who lost his foot. Lakeisha lost her leg. Ethan Zioil lost his foot. Oh, Benisa. Why? Why do all of our permanent injuries all of a sudden require medical attention? Okay, well, we'll advance the day. We'll head in for Crimond. We're in transit to the jump point. We've got some birthdays. Tsubasa turned 31 today. Nice. We've got the Phoenix Hawk in 6 days, the Archer in 39, the Phoenix Hawk in 2 days, and the Archer in 32 days. And we should have pretty much all of that ready by the time we get to Crimond. Ingen Wilson has conceived a baby. Ingen, where is Ingen? A soldier. Okay, well, you are now a dependent. Yeah. Pregnant people become dependents and get replaced by people who are not pregnant. Oh, okay. Apparently we have some soldiers who have not been assigned yet. AC2 field gunners. AC5 field gunners. AC5 field gunners. AC5 field gunners. De Hoff. Okay. Field gunners AC10. Field gunners AC5. Field gunners AC5. AC5. How many people is this AC5 unit missing? AC10, there we go. Let's go up to our, you know what, let's start with our elite soldiers. Group by unit. Yeah, okay. Mechanized wheeled platoon. Mechanized wheeled platoon. I don't know why we've got so many units that are missing people and so many people that don't have units. Machine gun wheeled platoon. Jump platoon. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Jump platoon rifle. Jump platoon rifle. Jump platoon rifle. So we just added 3 elites to that unit. A veteran. Laser guys. Okay. Platoon rifle light. Okay, so that is all of our soldiers assigned, all of our infantry units at full strength. About our vehicle crews. Legendary, huh? But do you have any points in... You don't have any points in artillery. Okay, we'll do artillery. Spending points in artillery. Spending points in artillery. Artillery. And artillery. Okay, well that's good. Elite elites. Okay. Legendary. Can we assign you to a unit? We can assign you as a driver to the Long Tom. We're gonna assign you as a driver to the Long Tom. We're gonna assign you as a driver to the Drillson. We're gonna assign you as a driver to the Maxim. And the Sabakukaze. And the Vedette. The Pegasus. The Saracen. And we've got an APC. Okay, gunners, heroic style ones. Vehicle gunnery 2, piloting ground vehicle 2. Drillson, you get those 3. Maxim, you get those 3. The Sabakukaze gets 1. The Vedette gets 3. Pegasus gets 2. The Saracen gets 2+. Okay, well, that appears to be all of our personnel assignments. Vessel crew members. Vessel gunner. Vessel pilot. Okay, we don't have any elite vessel gunners. Or if we do, well, maybe we do. We'll find out here in a second. Vessel crew member, we have elites. Vessel gunners, we do not. Okay, well. Looks like that is everything for today. Let's advance another day to February 8th. In transit to Jump Point, we got some anniversaries and some birthdays. We've got maintenance on the Black Knight. The first one of our Phoenix Hawks is done being refitted. Needed an 8, got a 10. Nice work, Gam. Yeah, ER large laser, 2 mediums, and 4 smalls. Oh, Ukpek. Oh yeah, Ukpek's been here for a while. I don't... 8 times the charm. Yeah, okay, so, we've got the Black Knight maintenance today, we've got the Phoenix Hawk done today, we've got the Archer ready in 30 days, the other Archer ready in 37. It's gonna be about 30 days before we can pick up a contract. Two days on the other Phoenix Hawk, 1 day on the other Phoenix Hawk. Birthdays, anniversaries, Phoenix Hawk is done today. We've got the other Archer done in 33 days and 26 days. Yeah, I'm a little confused myself, Ukpik. I was wondering why Virank said hello to you when you've clearly been in the chat for a little while now. Yeah, I saw Virank's comment and I was like, oh, Ukpik. Oh, and then I was like, wait a minute, Ukpik, you've been here for a while. We have jumped to the planet of wheel. And we have started recharging our jump drives. We did find some ammunition on Russell Gethy, mainly SRM4 Inferno ammo. Oh, we also got some acid ammo. We got the Cestus refit kit ready in 36 days. We've got some... Oh, we found some tandem charge ammo. Very nice. Very, very nice. That is always a good time. The tandem charge ammo is... Okay, well that makes sense. Just because you missed saying hello, yeah, you know. The tandem charge ammo makes me very happy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tons worth. That's 60 shots. That's about 6 rounds worth of firing. Let's see if we can't find some more of that. Come down here to the SRM4 ammo. SRM4 tandem charge ammo. And we'll buy another 10 tons of that. Because yes, please. Okay, so we're advancing to the 14th. Oh, hey, look, February 14th. It is Valentine's Day in the game. Not too different from how it was the other day. We've got a birthday. We've got Ramani is now 3 today and is now eligible to attend junior school. Let's traits? No. Attributes? Oh, we do have attributes. Everyone's got 5 of 8, looks like, and 5 of 9. Biographical in yes. Okay, so early childhood. I'll have all of you guys. All of you guys that are less than 3. Will enter into the unit education daycare. All of you between 3 and 4 will be entering into homeschooling. Yeah, I noticed that the schools are dependent on the age. I know that daycare is only available up to 3 years old. So, but now we've got a bunch of dependents who are, it looks like, 23 and older, who have all been to college. Unit education. What do we want to do with our dependents? Do we want to put them through basic training real quick? They've all been through college, apparently. Small arms, perception, stealth, and survival. Yeah, we'll put them through infantry scout training. Man, so many dependents. Yeah, we're gonna put them all through infantry scout training. Okay, so that is all of our dependents, except for Tarasai Mahmud, who is missing her left hand. Yeah, we will put her through Administrative apprenticeship? Yes. Okay. 20 windows open. Yeah. Sending all the wives and girlfriends for skill upgrades? Yeah, pretty much. I swear my personal spend more time in school than they do in my organization. Only the dependents and children. Everyone else is pretty active. Oh, we've got so many mech techs. Let's go back to the general display. Okay. That leaves us with about 24 minutes left in the stream. We've sent a bunch of people off to education. Okay, advancing the day to the 15th. We've got the archers ready in 23 and 30 days. We'll advance to the 16th. We've got maintenance on the Marauder today. Thomas, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. You haven't, well, I'd say you haven't missed much, but you kind of missed a lot actually. We upgraded to 50.11. We've been advancing days, trying to pick up our next contract when we get to Crimond. So yeah, we might not get into any battles in the next 20 minutes or so, but hopefully we'll set something up for next week. We've got the archers ready in 3 and 4 weeks. We've got the archers ready in 20 and 27 days. Oh, we just switched a couple weeks back? Nice. So you know what I'm going through then. Right now I'm just trying to pick up a new contract. Yeah, like I said, we're on our way to Crimond to pick up a new contract, and from there we'll see what we've got going on. Oh, Fluffy is running Operation Bulldog. That doesn't happen until like 3058 or 3059, right? We're still a ways off. We're still a ways off from that. We've got the archers ready in 2 weeks and 3 weeks. Yeah, we're still a ways off from Operation Bulldog. We're still just past Tukiyid. Yeah. Yeah, Operation Bulldog is a little later, I think. We've got... We are in Crimond. We are... Oh, no, we are skipping the combat action. Hold on, did I not? Okay, we're issuing good conduct awards. Campaign options. Human resources. Advancement. Awards. Resources. Awards. Was it combat achievement? I think it's achievement. Okay, March 1st. This is Lieutenant Jonathan Odor celebrates a year with us. 130 people gained vocational XP. 130. Wow. Mostly privates, it looks like. We've got Giovanna Alexander gained an XP. Oh, Earl gained an XP. Hoser gained an XP. Okay, yeah, so Hoser currently sitting on 36 XPs. That's not quite enough for anything interesting. Influence contract type. Petra passed her negotiation check with a roll of 10 versus a 6. Rolled an 8 versus 6. Rolled an 8 versus 6. It'll do. 10 versus 6 is good. 7 versus 6. 4 versus 6 failed. Contract market updated. Okay, well. This is while we're in the system, but not on planet. Do any of these look interesting? We got 70% salvage against pirates. We got 50% salvage against Clan Jade Falcon. That's a 7-month contract. On Baker 3. Let's resize this a little bit. There we go. And we'll pull this down a little bit. 0% battle loss compensation, 80% straight support, 50% salvage, 60% transport. 7 months against Clean Jade Falcon in a relief duty contract with an estimated profit of 113 million C-bills. That is not bad. $10 months. Oh, because it's gonna take us 35 days to get there. 7-month contract, 50% salvage. It's not terrible. What do we guys? What do we think about this contract? Do I need to take a screenshot of this and put it on Discord? So we can discuss that, or are we looking 3.5 skulls is not bad. 35 days to location, regular D, elite A. Oh. They are gonna be skilled. 50% salvage sounds good. Yeah, I know, considering the last contract we were scraping by for like 10%. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll accept this contract. War crime is not taking it? Yes. Okay, then we will accept this. Enemy forces will present a formidable challenge. They are well armed, well coordinated, and capable of inflicting significant damage. While we believe your unit has the skill and firepower to succeed, you should be prepared for a tough fight and the possibility of sustaining losses. This mission will test your tactical abilities and resourcefulness. Victory is achievable, but it won't come without cost. We trust in your leadership to make the right call. Yes, we will sign the contract. The enemy we've already got good morale. The enemy is losing ground, sustaining significant casualties, and is disorganized. However, they can still put up resistance in an isolated area. Rolled an 8. The enemy forces are wavering. Colonel, for this contract we have the support of local resupply depots. However, we can negotiate for larger resupplies if we provide our own personnel and vehicles. If we do this, we will need to designate resupply convoys on our TO&E. Understood. Our employer has offered to assist our personnel in getting our equipment ready for transport. We will decline that. Target system is Baker 3. I've already calculated the best route. Cost us 8.6 million C-bills. Yes, we will accept. We will begin transit. We are 3 days from the jump point. Yeah, let's... Okay, yeah. Your account has been debited 115,000 C-bills for spare parts, 730,000 C-bills for training munitions, 68,000 C-bills for fuel. We've been debited 2.5 million C-bills for salaries and 129,000 C-bills in overhead expenses. We'll begin with 14 support points. Wow, that is so many support points. And it'll take us 35 days to get there. Let's see if we can do that in the next 14 minutes. Any mothballed necks we need to update? I do expect some losses. The prep is putting your mechs into child storage door transit and unpacking them on the other end, thus no maintenance en route. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'd rather actually do maintenance on them en route, just to try to keep those levels up. It will not be a nightmare keeping up maintenance on our guys while we're en route. That is not a big deal. This contract is a dream. I mean, it's 50% salvage, good morale, convoy cargo size 84 tons. Jeez, we do not have that kind of cargo space. Recovery and maintenance, no. Tank detachment. We're gonna have to get more huge support points to start with. Low morale and duty contract. Yeah, for 7 months that is not bad, and I'm hoping to pick up some, like, I don't know, Ultra AC-10 ammo while we're at it. That'd be fantastic. Alright, so we've got 4 jumps remaining. Phoenix Hawk remains quality B. Do we have anything that we want to be refitting in the meantime? That was what Varank was asking. And honestly, I'm thinking we probably do. Oh, we lost a quality. Phoenix Hawk, DHS, what? Minutes time is ×4, yes. Go back to General tab, Shasa. Where's Shasa? Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, rolled a 2 with a -4 modifier, or for a -4 result, but there's no -3 difficulty for extra time, which is, which would have saved us from that, and probably would have improved quite a number of these. Even this ER large laser, we rolled a 4 on, we lost quality on that. So so I've already got the Archers and the Phoenix Hawks refitting. The Cestus, we didn't have the Clan Gauss rifle for, but we might be able to find one. Where's that? Warehouse. Under Cestus, I believe it's gonna be a C. The Cestus, no, no. How about the Gauss rifle? Gauss rifle, yeah, no, we do not have the Cestus refit kit en route, near as I can tell, which is a shame because I kind of wanted to get that that 12-ton Gauss rifle into play. All right, well, we've got about 30 days before the contract begins. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it here. That'll give people a chance to let me know on Discord if they would like me to upgrade any of the any of the mechs that we have in mothballs. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and pause it now with the mechs on screen so that we can figure out what we would like to upgrade if we can. In between now and next week, we'll be on Discord. Our game is saved. I think this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you all for joining me. Varenk, always a pleasure. Ataraxi, of course. Ukpik, if you're still here. Thomas, glad to have you, of course. And we'll see you guys next week, Thursday, 4 o'clock-ish. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio. And yeah, always a pleasure to have you guys. Don't forget to show up next week, and we'll see you then. Have a good one.